came to IMK and found a project that was derelict. The place was overgrown. The plant site was not run for a couple of years, and we weren't sure what to find. But through all that, we could see the opportunity. We could see how we could actually take this from something that was just abandoned and make it into a very positive project for the community and for the sake of the company. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, but based on what we'd done at KBK, we believed that we could turn this around and make this one an even more successful project. Part of the owner management philosophy is that we used all our own people. So this meant we had to recruit locally, we had to train the people, and they did an excellent job in fabrication work and repair work. It allowed us to take our time and make sure that the equipment was properly refurbished, because every time we opened up a machine, it was just a mess, an absolute mess, and we couldn't predict that in the early days because we hadn't done that close inspection of the plant. The people that have done the repair work then go on to become the maintenance people, so they understand what they've done. They understand the machines, it flows. The other advantage we had here with this refurbishment program was that we had a huge warehouse full of spares, and we've managed to reuse a lot of those spares. It saved us a lot of money. We didn't cut corners. Painting was an expensive exercise, but for us it's critical. If something looks good, then people look after it. You know, they have some respect for it. When I look at this stockpile, for me it tells a story. It's just an absolute shambles, and it's all been taken out of the plant, and it's not everything. This is about half of what we're going to take out when we finally finish it. People think they're going to do something just to modify because something's not working, and they don't go back to the real cause. Yeah. If you go back to the real cause, go back to basics, you don't need to do all this. This is what happens when it's uncontrolled. What we're going to finish up with is a totally revamped operation. It's clean, you can see what you're doing. You can maintain it, and you get good operational availability. Everything is put together in a way that it's interrelated. Everything has to work at once. You just can't have one piece of machinery that isn't working very well. Everything's got to be working like clockwork for us to get our best production. That's what's at the basis of our design, and it's the detail. It's the detail that makes the difference. We've actually put in our new electrowinning cells that we've designed ourselves, specifically for high silver recovery. And we believe these are some of the most advanced cells in the industry. We have in-house engineering. We spend a lot of time on detail. So when you switch it on, it works well and it keeps working. This is where we're going to build the new resin plant. It's our second project for the resin process. The project at KBK has saved us a lot of money from recycling cyanide and from detoxification and from an environmental perspective. So here we hope it will do even better because of our improvements. It's really going to have a big impact on the project. This is the old tailings dam. We've just been doing some trials just to prove it up. We're now ready to get some new equipment in and to start processing in the plant. That's phase one, which is going to last us about 6 months. In that 6 months, we're going to have the whole process proven up. We'll have the operators trained, we'll have the social issues sorted out, the mining ready to start the hard rock in middle of 2017, and that's when the big show starts with the SAG mill. Phase two is really the big story. Phase two is where we're going to really make some money out of this project. This SAG mill, 3.5 megawatts, is going to be the real powerhouse for our production in the future. So this is the one that we really have to get up and running as soon as possible. All this disappears. Yeah. All this complexity will go out, and that will form our next scrap stockpile. So we've got to put a lot of energy now into getting phase 2 completed and getting the hard rock from Saragen into the plant.
With our current team and our strategy, we're really confident to run phase 2 right now.
This is the Saragen pit, and this was the basis for us taking on this project. Because even if this was all there was, it was still a bloody good project. Even if there's nothing else, it was still a good project. But so we had this, a good project, plus. You know, so it was a very easy decision. Once we've dewatered this pit, which will take about 6 to 8 months, the plant will be fully refurbished and we can start treating this ore at full tonnage and really starting to make some money, get a good cash flow going.
Once it's dried out, the floor is just ready for mining because before it's already blasted, we have a broken stock. The ore is just on the floor.
And that will keep going in this one pit for at least the next 18 months to 2 years. And in that time, we can then go on to the bigger picture of Indamoro, and we believe it's got huge potential. You need a lot of experience to be able to see how to put all these types of projects together, these gold projects. And it's not just the processing, it affects the social, it affects the staff, the way they're treated. Everything has to be given detailed attention. But if you've got the experience, you can do that. And that's what we've done here. We've brought all that experience together to try and make sure that this thing is going to flow, to make sure that it works. And it does require a lot of parts to be working at the same time. And we know it's not easy. We know it's always a struggle because there's so many bits to it. There's so many bits to this that have to all work together like clockwork. You know, if something falls over, that can stop the whole process. So we have to put a lot of attention to detail. What we do differently is we keep it simple. We believe simplicity leads to better safety and better efficiency. We bring in new technology and we change the management style as well. All those things contribute, we believe, to a successful operation, and that's what we're hoping to bring here. We can see the changes starting already. A long way to go still, but it's starting to happen. We think we can turn this project around simply because of the way we manage it and the way we operate. We can reduce the costs and we can make this a profitable project.